Van here. Welcome to Nine Kings. This is a brand new title that is entered into early access. We're not here at the full release just yet, so we're definitely expecting some bugs, some potential issues, just some regular work in progress type things. So we're not going to be too harsh here. We're not going to have a big review here, but we definitely want to check this one out here in early access. Do me a favor. If you like this video, click like. YouTube channel members and the Patreon to support what I do. Please grab a fun drink, select the series playlist, sit back, relax, and enjoy. New run. Challenge mode coming soon. Ranked mode coming soon. Very cool. Let's do new run. We are the king of nothing, and we like it that way. No problems. Looks like there's some future runs coming soon here on the left. And some others we can unlock, like build buildings, level up your plots. Very cool. King of Nothing. Let's start on the Peasant difficulty. I assume this is us here, the King of Nothing. Castle hurls a stone projectile onto your enemy. Soldier, a well-balanced melee troop. Paladin, highly defensive melee troop. Archer, deals weak but fast ranged damage. Scout Tower shoots a powerful single target arrow. Farm, every year adds +1 unit to one adjacent troop. Wild Card, levels up target plot. Blacksmith, every year adds +2% attack damage to adjacent troops and constructions. Steel Coat, cancel the first hit the target unit would take every battle. Here we go, level 0, King of Nothing. Difficulty Peasant, or Squire, or Knight. Let's start with Peasant. The year is 715. These are your enemies. We have enemies. Drag your castle onto an empty plot. This is our castle. Okay. Let's put our castle, it says it hurls a projectile. Let's put it in the back corner for now. Drag a troop card onto an empty plot to create an army. A battle starts whenever you have only 2 remaining cards in your hands. So, Blacksmith. So if we put down the Paladin, it says adjacent troops. Oh, I wasn't ready to put this guy down. Okay. We will put down the Paladin right here in front of our castle. We're officially in year 1. Looks like there's some rangers. Click on your enemies to use your castle strength. Let's shoot this guy. Battle 1, pick your loot. We'll take the farm. Hover over any plot to check its stats. You can level up any plot by stacking a matching card. Ew. You can level up any plot by stacking a matching card. Okay. So I would like to put down the farm. Click and drag. We're going to put it right in the middle. Oh, and then we only have 2 cards, so the year started. I see. Okay. Why is it in slow motion? Oh, I see. Okay. There's some speed indicators here. Got him. And so we only had 4 paladins. We should have more now. So we're going to take the castle to level up our castle card. And once we play the castle, it will be over. It'll be the next year. I see. So let's put down the castle. Our castle's leveled up. Okay. Flatten these archer guys first if we can. Ha! Got him. This is all starting to make sense. I see. Oh, they're fighting still. Stop that. Wild card. Level up target plot. Let's take the wild card. Choose a royal decree. We can double critical damage. We can receive 9 free rerolls or 99 coins. Let's take the coins. The number over each plot shows you the damage they dealt during the last battle. Okay, that's good to know. Wow, okay. And look, discard your cards here and skip years in exchange for gold. There's this little like wishing well over here. Oh, this is neat. All right, let's look at our paladins. They're doing okay in our castle here. Hurl a stone projectile onto your enemies. Let's take the wild card. And let's level up. Oh, wait, hold on. Our castle. Oh, I forgot that you're starting. This guy's new. What does this little guy do? Not a whole lot. Gotcha. Oh, another one? Boom. Battle 1. Pick your loot. Adjacent plot attacks now deal poison damage. Build traps that inflict damage. Okay. Range troops that shoot huge bolt. Ooh. Let's get the Trapper card. And I think we put down the Blacksmith. Every year adds plus 2% attack damage to adjacent troops and constructions. Let's put the Steel Coat onto our Paladins. They're already pretty tanky, but this will make them more so. We're going to aim our rock at the archer here. This is apparently a nothing rebellion. Feels like a something rebellion. Got him. All right, 4 guys left. All right, wild card. Level up a target plot. Archer or soldier. Let's take the wild card. But Lord, the prophet has foreseen a blessing in 9 years. Ooh. Baby boom. If you have a troop card on the target plot by the year of the prophecy, it'll double its units. Where's the prophecy plot? Oh no, the chosen one. Okay, let's try and work with that. Now, the castle has all 3 ticks. Can we still upgrade it with the wild card? No, it is upgraded. Okay, let's upgrade instead the farm. Ooh, there's some wizards. Take out the guys in the back first. These guys are grouped up here. They have the little hats. These guys are grouped up here. Oh man, they're messing my paladin boys up. Whew. That was a tough year. Pick your loot. Okay. Destroy target plot to receive 3 random cards. Heal your units that are closest to death. Unit attacks trigger a lightning chain, dealing +1 damage and +1 chain. Okay. We'll take the static card. All right. Let's go ahead and put down the blacksmith right here. New year. Ooh, they've got these big ballista guys in the back. It's year 7. We really do need to have another troop, I think. Maybe a ranged troop would be nice. Got him. Okay. Ballista or flamethrower? Ooh. Let's go flamethrower. It seems very intimidating. A message from our diplomat. My lord, it is time to wage war against another king. I'm not ready. Choose a king. King of blood or greed? Let's go after greed first. These are your enemies. I didn't really want enemies, but I respect this, that they exist. All right. Flamethrower card it is. Oop, right here. Boom. Oh my goodness. Well, these guys are kind of tanky. Oh, wow. I mean, they're taking big hits from my... Oh my goodness, Flamethrower MVP, dude. Ooh, Battle 1, pick your loot. Beacon. Every year adds 2% attack speed to adjacent troops and constructions. Overinvest. Spend 30 gold to increase every stat of a troop or tower. Ew. Single target tower gains 1 attack speed for each 1 gold you receive. Let's go over and invest. We'll spend 30 gold to get increase every stat. Yeah, that looks good. Of a troop or tower. So the farm's at level 2. Blacksmith is at level 1. Flame tower. Let's go ahead and put them on our paladins. I think they're doing a lot of good work. A little trouble here. I think it's a user error. There we go. Oop. Okay, so actually we're going to put it onto our castle. It's year 9, and I'm hoping that flamethrower counts as our bonus. Trying to be a little better with my castle throws here. See, that 15% buff to the cooldown speed is actually pretty nice here. Units cause area damage equal to 20% of its attack. Okay. Let's take the combustion. Uh-oh. Merchant Warmongerer. Okay. Warlock, a sturdy troop that deals melee area damage. Lab Rat, disposable melee troops level up whenever adjacent plot levels up with no max level. Interesting. Soldier, a well-balanced melee troop. Thief, assassin troop jumps to the back line. Defender, tank unit that doesn't attack but reflects all damage to attacker. These are all cool. Let's take the thief. I think that's best. Oh, we can take more than one? Ew. Let's take the thief, the warlock, and the lab rat. Leave. Now we have more than one card. And so then we can... I see. It's starting to really fill up. Okay. So I think what we do is we put the thief down here. We put the lab rat down. Oh, we missed. Okay. We'll put the warlock down here. And then I think we're going to take the trapper and throw it for money. And that is going to be the match. Okay. Well, boy. Okay, I think I'm starting to get this. Take the thief again so that we can level up these guys. I wanted to put that crazy lab rat thing in the corner, but we kind of missed. Rainbow Army. What are these guys about? They just feeding me gold? Ooh. Scapegoat. Passive backline unit. If killed in battle, generates 3 gold per level. Duplicates target plot and all of its stats to one empty adjacent plot. Raising. Destroys target plot forever. Huh. Let's take Echo Form for now, I guess. What is this? Expansion mode, year 12. Oh, we just got one tile. Ew. Okay. Let's put the unit's attack trigger lightning chain to the assassins. So in year 12, we got an expansion. Huh. So presumably we're going to get more of those. Yeah, those assassins are just doing lots of good damage. And we'll do static again here on the paladins. Why not? There's a whole bunch of them. I wonder what if we did things backwards. I put the farm in the middle, but maybe we should have put the farm on the edge so we could try and super buff like one unit. We'll take the overinvest, a royal decree. Doubles the movement speed of all your units. We'll take that. I think that's nice. Overinvest. Spend gold, increase stat of troop or tower. Go for this one. And let's go ahead and put it on our assassin this time. Here we go. Yeah, like before I can shoot 2 rocks. I mean, these guys are tearing it up. Obviously, the rock is... Ooh, flame tower. Yay. First... Oh, no! I was trying to drag it onto the plot with the other flame tower. I throw 2 rocks for 600 damage. Big hits. Everyone else is running around like a wild pack. Getting it done. Hey, we got our warlock. All right, finally. Baby boom. Excuse me, what? What does this mean? Upgrade our warlocks. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Destruction. We'll grab the trapper again, and we're actually going to pitch it after we put combustion onto a card here, if we can. I want to put combustion, I think, onto my flamethrower card. We cannot. All right, we will put it onto the lab rats. I think these guys are kind of tanky. I feel like we've seen them before. Yeah. Like, our paladin flamethrower army does pretty good against them. Hey, we got another thief. All right, that's a 3rd level on our thief. Very exciting. Or, yeah, the thief. Yay. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Wow. They just weren't ready. Wizard. Ranged troop casts powerful attacks at a slow rate. Let's get that warlock card and upgrade our warlock. Hey, what is this? Well, hello there. Upgrades. Yay. All right. Try and get the warlock card here. Yeah, our warlocks aren't doing a lot of damage, but I almost feel like they just don't need to right now because we're hitting them so hard. We lost 4 troops that fight. I mean, practically nothing. Hey, paladins. Let's take the wild card, though. It's been a while since we had a wild card. And I would like to level up the farm. If we can. There we go. Yay. We somehow lose 7 troops right at the start. I'm not exactly sure how or what does it. We are actually outnumbered in these fights, in case that hasn't been mentioned yet. Best. Ooh, choose a royal decree. Receive 2 cards after every battle. Nah. Iron Fist, double critical damage. Well, no, we can take the gambling. Receive 2 cards after every battle. You no longer get to choose. That's fine. More cards, more better. All right, overinvest. So, what exactly is the farm been up to here? It's level 3, and every year adds +1 to 1 adjacent troop. Okay. I kind of like the move of the blacksmith. And I'd like to move this rat to this corner here. All right. Let's put the overinvest onto our castle. If we can. We're actually pretty tremendously out-leveled in these fights. I mean, outnumbered in these fights, and we're just hanging in there. All right. Let's go ahead and upgrade our flame tower if we can. This, like, clicking issue here is my mouse is just, it's giving up the ghost here. It's quite genuinely dying. Here There we go. Level 2 flame tower. Level 2 flame tower. And unlock target's adjacent plots. Target cards return to your hand. So let's get rid of this guy, see what it does. Oh, then we get 3 of them. Perfect. So we're going to throw him in the corner. We should be able to stack him up. There we go. And the third one. Oh, I'm much happier with that. Oh, that's much more dangerous. Well, boy. Yeah, like we have 86 troops. They have 125. Makes me a little concerned that we are not properly building. Diplomat, my lord. Our diplomats can now make peace with the enemy king. Choose a king to make peace with. Nah. King of stone, king of greed, king of stone. These are your enemies. Okay. Wait, was one of them me? All right. So in my head, these lab rats level up whenever adjacent plots level up. See here? This thief and this guy. Are these guys getting more troops with this farm? I don't know. All right. So shaman. Do we have one of these guys or a shaman? These are warlocks. Thief. Paladin. Chain lightning. Okay. Who got the chain lightning last time? These guys did. Okay. We will give chain lightning to these guys. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and I think pitch the Echo Form card and start the fight. Here we go. Yeah, we have 89 troops. They have 133. Really makes me think we did something wrong with our build. Year 24 of our reign here. Okay, we've got archers and wild cards. Ooh. Well. I think we build the archer. Put him right here. Next to the smith. And we have this wild card here. Farms at 3. Let's go ahead and buff up the blacksmith, see what it does. Visually it looks different, but the text doesn't read different. King of Green bringing 117 troops at us. Tremendous. Oh. Okay. Every year adds 2 HP. Vault. Receive 3 gold at the end of every year. If an adjacent unit dies, summon an imp. I would like to get the forest and the cauldron. Or the vault. Receive +3 gold at the end of every year. Let's take... They're all the same price. We can get them. We'll get the vault, the cauldron, and the forest. Oh, no, it costs 60 now. Oh, the price went up. Okay. So the vault. Receive +3 gold at the end of every year. We can go ahead and put the vault here for now, I think. There we go. And the cauldron, adjacent plots attacks now deal poison damage. Let's go ahead and put that here with the archer. And we'll throw the trapper in here. Whoop. Ooh, we're holding one too many cards again. We'll get rid of the dispenser. And that's our fight. Here we go. Man, I feel super outnumbered here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can see the assassins are dealing 1,000 damage on a routine basis. So our warlock is at 3. What happens if we take this warlock card? Nothing. Okay. Okay. Well, let's get rid of the shaman. And the library. Here we go. Well, we're getting more troops recruited every year at that farm. I don't know. And these boys are tanky. Probably saying the same thing about my army as we wreck their day. Whoa, boy. Well, hello there. Look who this is. Expansion mode. All right. All right. We'll go here. All right. So our thief is at 3. Paladin's at 1. Warlock's at 3. Flame Tower 2. Flame Tower 1. Let's dump the mercenary card. We'll take the 9 gold. And let's also dump the beacon. The minute. Ooh, that's a lot of dudes. Our army is officially over 100 troops that year. Awesome. Wild card, finally. Okay, so the archers can get a level up. Boom. And I'd like to level up the blacksmith again. Okay, I think it's adding 2% 3 times now. So that's 2% and then 2% again. And then 2% again. Best guess. Interesting. Wow, they took out a lot of my troops. Like more than half. I have 122 that round. Interesting. Okay, double the maximum HP of all troops. All your units in tower have a 20% raw chance to deal critical damage. Ooh. Let's take the eyeglasses. Hey, we got the wizard, finally. Ranged troop that attacks at a slow rate. Perfect. And we will dump the warlock. Yeah, see, 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh, we're fighting. I'm trying to figure out where my wizards are. It's a little tough to tell. Interesting, the wizards did not do a lot of damage, but they did do better. Hey, a paladin card, finally. The last time we saw one of those. Level 2. And I want to keep that farm card. We will dump the assassin card then, and we'll run it. Whoa, boy. Uh-oh, King of Greed coming in. I actually think we play our army really well into his. Our paladins are tanky and those flamethrower guys do a lot of work. Well, ignoring the fact that our castle does almost 4,000 damage. Ooh, okay, hold on. Destroy target plot to level up adjacent plots. Ooh. Units first hit, always a crit. Love that. Oh, the wild card, the overnest, the earthwork. I think we have to take the earthwork. I think that's optimal. And then I think the wild card is also really strong. And then let's go with the sacrifice. No, we can only get one more. So do we want to always first hit crit or overinvest? Let's do the overinvest. This increases every stat by 15%. I feel like that's optimal. And that's all our money. All right, so unlock targets adjacent plot. Return to your hand. Okay, so let's go ahead and unlock this card here. And then we'll put the flame tower on this stack. So it's a fully leveled up flame tower. Paladins have one more for a level. Thieves are fully leveled. Warlocks are fully leveled. Okay. Archers need a level. Okay. Farms all the way up. Okay. We've got this cauldron here. We've got these wizards here. The bank. Let's use the wild card on the bank. No, let's hold that for a second. Let's overinvest. Oh, we cannot overinvest the bank. Interesting. We're going to use the wild card on our paladins. Our paladins are officially maxed out. Our thieves are maxed. Our warlocks are maxed. We're working on the archers. And then for the overinvest, I think it has to be on a unit. It does. We will continue to throw it on the castle for the minute. I think that's good. And then we're going to dump the mercenary card. And it's going to be a fight. Here we go. Year 31. Big year. Oh my goodness. My army over here getting bullied. Whew. All right. I think we drop the farm. I want to get rid of these lab rats. I want to hold on to my farm card for the minute. So I guess we'll go ahead and put down the spire. And we can stack it up. I don't know if that thing attacks or just heals. It says it heals. We'll see what it does. Oh, it's King Grease coming in. Year 33. King of Greed is leading his final assault. We must play all of our cards. Oh my goodness. Look at our group though. You can actually see the castle doing almost 5,000 damage. Insane. And the spire, it says it heals your units that are closest to death, but it also says 15 damage. And it actually did quite a bit of damage. Very cool. These poor wizards are trying their best, okay? But they only do 12 damage. And these archers do 3, but there's a lot of them. All right. Well, let's go ahead and pitch the mercenary card. What are these guys? Are these my warlocks? Well, yeah, we can play the mercenary card. That's fine. And then we will pitch all the other cards because I think this is the end. There's nowhere for me to play them. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, he's big. This guy. The champion of greed? Say it isn't so. He brought 221 troops, 157 to my 157. His champion's going down, dude. He has 50 dudes left. Hey, we win. Your kingdom has thrived. Yes. Oh, we did a good thing. We collected a total of 549 gold. Wow. I wonder what happens though when it gets up a level. Perks. It says we have one little point here. Okay. Start with one random plot. Towers start 10% damage. Start with one random card. All troops plus 10% HP. Special cards more likely to appear. Your base can now level up 5 times. Start with 3 free rerolls. Losing a life gives you 50 gold. 1 royal decree option. I think more plots are better. So let's spend our little point on more plots. And it says a little check mark next to peasant. Let's try Squire, see how much harder this is. The year is 892. These are your enemies. Oh boy. Well, it really is one random plot. We're going to put this on the one random plot. There we go. And this time, let's build this differently. Let's put a farm on the... We can here. Let's put it on this plot right here. On an edge. We're going to have to take him out with our castle, because we don't have any troops yet. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh, we got 1 of 3. We should have put the castle in the back. No. What happens? Ah! All right. And shoots powerful single target arrows. Paladins. Let's build the paladins first. So we're going to take the paladin card here if we can. And we're going to put it into the corner right here. All right, all right, all right. So we should not have put that castle so far forward because they actually, it seems if they touch the castle, They win. Don't like that. All right. Our next decision is going to be to go ahead and play this paladin card here and upgrade our paladins to the 2nd tier. Very nice. So we have a total of 8 troops this year. Let's just see if these archers can damage our guys. We won't shoot any rocks. Yeah, those paladins very tanky. We did not lose a single one. We're going to take the wild card, I think. And we're going to take leatherwork. No, we'll go eyeglasses. No, leatherwork. Double the movement speed. No, 20% raw chance to crit. That seems really strong. And we're going to this turn go ahead and buff up our unit. So units attack now trigger a chain lightning, dealing +1 damage and +1 chain. Boom. Here we go. So we had 8 troops last year. This year we have 9. We just got 1 more. Okay. I've been wondering how it decides the farm. Is it just giving us 1 troop a year, I think? So the value of upgrading it early is more troops, I guess. We'll take the thief. And we will put the thief right here. I think that's good. I think that card that gave us 2 troops every fight was actually a lot stronger than we gave it credit for. Even though we didn't get to pick the card, it did not matter. We'll take the wizard again. All right. I'm a lord. The prophet has received a blessing in 9 years. If you have 20 gold or less by the year of prophecy, multiply your gold by 9. What? Okay. Trying not to have any gold, I guess. And then I think the play is to get more units down for the minute. So we'll try and get this wizard down. That looks good. So we've got a frontline unit. We've got wizards in the back, wizards to do some damage in the back. And then we have some rangers or some little assassins to hit their back line. Very nice. And I think because the wizards are going to be our backline unit, if we get that shield, we should put it on the wizards, actually. We'll take the vault. And let's put the vault in the corner this time. Now, I think we put the vault here, and then we put 2 upgrade towers here again. I think that's the play. We'll see how it goes. I think we're going to have a tough time having whatever gold it said. Have under 20 gold, I think it said. Yeah, my poor wizards have a hard time getting into the fight. They're just so far back there, maybe. We got a diplomat. It's time to wage war. And let's go after the King of Stone this time. Why not? These are your enemies. Whoa, boy. Units cause area damage equal to 20% of its attack. So this guy does 9 damage. This guy does 12 damage. And this guy does 12 damage. I think our best play right now is to just be upgrading the farm. But for the minute, let's go ahead and give combustion to our... Come on. To our assassins who dive the back line. I think they'll get good value from that. So So they did a really good job with their assassins of killing my wizards. Interesting. But my paladins right now are just a little too tanky for these guys, I think. Because I'm seeing just a lot of paladins left up on the field. Like, I still have 16 troops left. I think they're all paladins. Hey, pick your loot. These are all great cards. I'd like to go with the vault. Let's see what happens here. So normally it does 3 gold. It does 6 now. Perfect. I was wondering, would it just be 3 gold twice, right? And then can we give it a buff with attack speed or whatever? Or is it going to be just a flat bump? So flat bump's nice. Very cool. So this time we're not relying on our castle so much. Trying to get get our wizard again. Ooh, okay, hold on. Let's take the steel coat, clone the card of the selected plot, and the clone card. I think those are 2 really strong cards. And then we're going to use the clone card on the farm here. And then we'll take the farm, and we're going to put it down. Oop, I'll try again. Right here. There we go. And we'll throw down our wizard card to get this upgraded. And I think our wizards get jumped on a lot, so we're actually going to give them the steel coat. Like with those assassins. I think they'll get a lot of value from this. We'll see how it goes. Moment of truth. So we're actually facing a very, very similar army right now. They have almost our same setup, but without any assassins. Nobody's jumping on our wizards. And instead of wizards, they have archers. Just gonna bully him here. Love to see it. Hey, our kingdom survived the first 10 years. And, we'll go with the farm card. And we're going to put this farm right here. We'll see how that shakes out. It's the rainbow army. They're scary. I don't know what they do. Ogre, lonely unit. Every year increase 5% of all stats for each adjacent empty plot. Ooh. Temple, increase 10% of a random stat of a random plot. Let's take the temple. I think that's cool. Build one of these bad boys. Hey, we get a new spot. Yay. All right. Let's take the new spot here so we can maximize our farm. Or we know we're going to throw down a temple, so maybe we just put it here out of the way. Let's do that. We will play the temple card. So we actually outnumber with 3 farms, all at level 1. We're actually consistently having a larger army than our opponent. Very cool. They're just slow though. Hold on. Help out a little bit. Yeah, we do not do very much damage now with the castle. Like not leveling up early. Really making a difference here. All right. We will take the wizard card. And so I think right now our wizards are level 2. Let's make them level 3. See how we're doing? Yeah, army size is really staying significantly ahead of our opponents here. Very nice. I'm feeling pretty dominant with this triple farm. Mortgage, destroy target plot to receive 30 gold. We will take the thief. Ooh, okay. Double critical damage. Every time enemies attack your units, those enemies gain 1 poison stack. Yep. Enjoy that. Let's go ahead and get our thieves leveled up here. There it is. Oh man, I'm feeling really dominant this year. I know we raised the difficulty, but getting those 3 farms down is feeling really good. Let's take the archers. No, I'll take the wild card. I think it's got more value. All right. And then we're going to, let's take a look at these farms. Level 1 farm, level 1 farm, level 1 farm. Paladins are 2 of 3. Thieves are 2 of 3. Wizards are 3. Okay, let's go ahead and let's level up the vault. Now let's level up the farms. Okay, this farm right now gets the most value because it hits all 3 of our troops. Easy decision. Yeah, look how many troops we're feeling. Oh, that feels so good. So we had 27 more troops than they did. Very nice. Midas touch. Ooh, okay. When this troop kills, there's a 2% chance to receive 1 gold. That's hot. So hot right now, I'll tell you what. Beacon. Every year adds 2% attack speed to adjacent troops and construction. Mortgage. Destroy target plot and receive 30 gold. Let's take the beacon, and we're going to pitch it. We don't need it. But before we pitch it, let's make sure we level up our farm. I think that's a higher value move right now. Boom. Level 3 farm. All right, so they fielded 68 troops to our 82. So we have a numerical advantage. And you can actually see the purple numbers there. Let's assume those purple numbers are some of the poison damage coming in. I think that poison damage here. Ooh. I think we're going to be better off going soldier than we are scout tower. So let's take the soldiers. This poison thorn, every time enemies attack you, those enemies gain 1 poison stack. Very strong. I'm very impressed with that one. Let's go ahead and hold off on the soldiers. I know we should probably place them down earlier to start getting more of them, but I think I want to actually take this last wild card and throw it on the vault. Just max it out. We've never done that. See what it looks like. Cool, cool. Solid 9 gold every round. We'll take that. I think if we were worried about losing, we would have put down the soldiers, but I think we're in a really dominant position. I would like casualty numbers. So right now it shows me, we'll take the static. Right now it shows me the, let's go ahead and put these on the paladins again if we can. Does it work? Yeah, they have 2 stacks of it. Okay. Right now it shows me the damage they dealt on the round, but how many of them did I lose, right? So for example, I feel like some rounds I lose a lot of assassins, but they still do good damage, so it's not as obvious, right? Let's grab the wall maker. See what this does. Hey, we get a new plot. Yay. Let's take the one next to this farm here. And now that that farm is juiced up, trying to play this wall maker card, see what it does. We'll wait. Let's play the soldier card first. Seems like it's time. Boom. You know, having some idea of what card is doing the most damage, really good to have. But having a understanding of what card is actively build a defensive wall in your kingdom. What will we do with this wall? Huh. Let's not play this. I don't understand it. This might be a time to make a mistake, but eh. Hey, this is year 20. We did it. We made it to the 20th year here. Yeah, like right now a lot of units are dying, but I'm not exactly sure which units they are. Are they my paladins? The vault, the castle. We can grab the castle. Why not? Oop, okay. Increase the attack speed of your towers. We don't have that. Your support buildings apply their effect one more time. Perfect. That's huge. Let's go ahead and upgrade our castle. Why not? Well, every year adds 2% attack speed to adjacent troops and constructions. Adjacent. If I could get this plot here, it'd be pretty strong. I just don't have that plot. I felt like there was a lot of buffs coming in there. Like the battle starts and I instantly lose like 20 troops. No idea how. And we'll level up the tower again. The castle. I feel like we're in a really dominant place here again. Overinvest. All right, we can now make peace. King of Greed. We'll make peace with the King of Greed this time. These are your enemies. Very nice. Spend 30 gold to increase every stat of a trooper tower. Here we go. Let's this time spend it on the wizards. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Like, I lost a lot of troops, but I'm not exactly sure. Did I just lose all the archers, right? Adds 2% damage to all towers every year. Oh, yeah, that sounds nice. Yeah, I like the sound. Yeah, let's do that. Every single year? I wonder how hard it would be to never use the castle. Can we just ignore it every year? Because you can see on that battle, way, way easier. Hey, okay. Hold on. Okay, there's some spores. The library. If an adjacent unit dies in battle, orchard. Create a roots to trap enemies. I'm not interested. These are good cards, but can we stack the static card again? Look at that. Deals +1 damage and +1 chain per stack. So these paladins have 3 crazy stacks of that electric damage. I wonder if it'd be better off on... Well, hey, we're outnumbered this fight. Look at that. I wonder if it would be better off that static damage on, like, archers. Something that's attacking fast, you know? We're outnumbered, but they just did not get to our black line. Hey, the steel coat. Awesome. So last time we put it on the wizard... I think this time we put it on the thief. It's going to be just really strong. I don't think we're probably twice as strong as we were last time in our previous run. And we're on the harder difficulty here. We're not even using the castle regularly. I feel like my army this runs so much better. And the wizards, you know, getting those 3 farms in them, all the buffs, definitely making a difference as well. New plot. Yes. Right, new plot. I would have liked to get the new plot before. Okay, so this is the question. Do we get a plot here to buff these guys or get a plot here to build more troops? Let's get a plot here to buff these guys. And then we'll add the beacon. Every year adds 2% attack speed to adjacent troops. We'll try that out. So that'll apply to our soldiers and our paladins. We were outnumbered this fight, but it doesn't look that way because, like, right off rip, I think our wizards just throw just that wall of fireballs. I mean, just feeling really dominant here. Ooh. I think we upgrade the farm. So these soldiers are level 1. We could grab the wild card to get our paladins up that 3rd level. Let's grab the farm. I think right now that's a little better for us. Just more troops, more better at this moment. Because we have just a tremendous amount of units coming out here. We're actually outnumbered this fight. Let's help out a little bit. Oh my goodness. We'll grab the wizard one again. All right. We're going to get the gambling one again. I think that's good. Poison thorns. Every time enemies attack units, they gain 1 poison stack. Does this stack? Let's see. Oh, it does. 2x. Look at that. These wizards are level 3. So we're going to go ahead and actually dump this wizard card. Boom. I did it. Year 29, we're just hanging in there. So we'll get 2 cards, we won't get the pick. That's fine. Oh, we'll get the pick this one, but... Alright, so for coming to year 30 here, we have a total of 48 units in the Thieves. We have a total of 47 Paladins, Soldiers, Field 16, and Wizards with the 3 farm stack. 1 farm at level 3, 1 farm at level 2, and 1 farm at level 1. The Wizards come in with a total of 74. Wow. These are all buffs. They're just straight buffing everything we got going on here. Oh my goodness. All right, this is tricky. Paladins, archers, steel coat, all really good for us. We already have a steel coat on the thieves and the wizards. I think it's better to put the steel. I think upgrading the paladins is better, but I feel like right at the start of the fight, hold on. Increase the target's movement speed by 200%. Can be mounted by adjacent troops for 1 HP. For each 1 HP it has, increases rider stamp by 1. Ew. In the thief card. So our thieves are level 2. So we can actually afford to get all 3 of these. Let's do that if we can. And we don't actually have a way to mount up the boars, which is a little bit of a bummer. So maybe we grab the defender. I love this boar card though. That's cool. Well, hold on. The archers. Okay, so we can upgrade the archers and the thieves. Flat buff. And then I think we grab the defender just for something new. We'll grab haste for the speed. Can I actually buy all of them? Nope, so close. 105. All right, so let's get a couple of things together. Play the thief card so we can buff our thieves. Okay. So our thieves are officially a tier 3 of 3 unit. Very nice. And then let's buff up our archers. We don't have archers. We have soldiers. That's fine. Okay, so then let's not get too off track. So we have these thieves that have the steel coat. We have a steel coat on the wizards. I think we put the next steel coat onto these paladins. We can here. Make them more tanky. Let's then increase the movement speed of the paladins. And let's build this wacky defender card. No, let's build the archers. No, the defender card. Just walks around, reflects damage. See how that shakes out. And we will pitch the walls. And the ballista. Here we go. These big tanky boys just walk forward and reflect damage. We are outnumbered this fight, but looks like we hit quite a bit harder. As we started about 40 troops down, but we only lost like 20 dudes. Really want this Spire. I think that's a good card. Not going to get to use it. Pitch the Spire. These are all buffs coming in. They're buffing our attack speed, our damage, our total number of troops, putting gold in our pocket. And the Quarry. King of Stone is leading his final assault. We must play all of our cards. We'll try you, man. And so, how we ended up our year. I really wanted to try this boar card. Wizards, we have 81 in this stack, and they have that first hit defense with that steel shield. Thieves, same thing with the steel shield. We have a total of at least 66 of them coming into year 33. Paladins, 55. We were able to field 17 soldiers and 5 defenders. Now, part of why there's so many paladins, thieves, and wizards here are just the farms. I think I like this positioning better. And we're going to dump the archers. And we're going to not use the ballista if we can help it here. So many buffs. I don't think the bank was worth it. So it looks like we're going to be outnumbered this fight by just a handful of troops. But we've only lost like 10 and they've lost over 100. I mean, we're just tough to kill. Oh my goodness. The damage is coming in. Your kingdom has thrived. Oh, thank you. Is the king of nothing. Elected 600 gold. Killed 3,000 units. Trained 200s. Very cool. We've unlocked a new difficulty, Baron. Let's try it out. The year is 657. These are your enemies. Man, why can't we have some friends, huh? Okay. I have a new strategy, a new plan this time. Paladins. Now, you might say that's not really a new strategy. I mean, Paladins have been around for a while. Yep, true. Very true. Which of course begs the question, well, what's the new plan? I'll tell you. I call it only paladins. Yeah, only paladins. That's my big plan. We will build paladins. That's right. Only paladins. So far, so good. They're just tanky, right? They're tanky and they hit hard. And, I mean, it's working the first few years. I think we'll do paladins and towers, though. So, let's plan a tower. Maybe right around here. Perfect. I wanted to do an only tower run, but since there's like a card, right? You don't know if you're going to get the card or not. It seemed like too much of a risk. You just only rely on... Ooh, perfect. Every time your enemies attack your units, they gain 1 stack of poison. Awesome. That's exactly what we needed. Paladins. So here in year 4, we actually have a top tier paladin. And let's grab the library. Throw that down over here. Now, we don't actually have any buffs on our paladins yet. So the library is not doing too much, but that's okay. The poison's ticking up some damage. The tower's getting some damage. And we're just going to focus on buffing the paladins. That's the big plan. The prophet has foreseen a blessing. Doubles the HP of the card on the target plot. Bummer. Yeah, I've got nothing there. Cool. Clone the card of the selected plot. Let's clone the library. And drop another on top. Again, the library is trying to duplicate buffs, and we haven't put a single buff on those cards just yet. But hopefully we start to get some. We'll take the wild card, and we'll again throw it on the library. And you can see there it tried 3 times. So it has a 50-50 chance, right? 50% chance of doubling up whatever buff we put on them. And they have no buffs. But if it rolls that 50-50 buff 3 times, I feel like odds are really good we're going to get it upgraded. And there's our first buff, static. So unit attacks will now trigger a lightning chain, dealing +1 damage and +1 chain damage. Perfect. So we're going to put this stack here. Okay. Boom. And then the library should try and roll it 3 times. 1, 2, and then a fail maybe. And so now you can see, hold on. Hold it down here. We actually have 2 stacks of that chain lightning. I can't quite mouse over it. No, it just minuses it away. But that card gets stronger with each time the library stacks up. And now I think maybe unit attacks heal it for 25% of damage dealt. That sounds good too. And that can get rolled. And so we're getting additional stacks of those buffs, making them stronger. Very cool. Oh, did you look at that? Static. Nice. Okay, we want none of these. And we'll throw static down again. Very nice. So it was kind of awkward to be buffing the library when there were no buffs to get doubled. However, I think that had it's kind of like a risky start, right? But I think it's working. We'll take Vampirism again and just throw it on. This Rainbow Army. Oh my goodness. If they kill my Paladin, I guess we uninstall. They killed one. Oh my goodness. Run install. They killed 3? Ah! Wow, they almost killed all my Paladins. Okay. This is really good. Gigantify. Double the size, damage, and health points of our target troop. Let's do that. Well, raising would be... Yeah, we'll go Gigantify. I think it's good. Hey, we get a plot too. Yay. We'll go here. Gigantify. So right now, hold on. We have 9 paladins with 83 health. Was it damage double? 83 health and 18 damage. Here we go. And now you can see they went to 36 damage and 166 health. Nice. And man, I think what's really getting like unsung hero is the poison thorns. And it's giving that 1 stack of poison damage. Very nice. I guess one big weakness we have right now by buffing one troop is we haven't got a single farm yet. Clone the card of the selected plot. Okay. Let's hold on to that for a minute. Which means we just have 9 paladins and 1 little scout tower at level 1 trying to hold it all down. And darn, these paladins mean business. We got a little unlucky with the cards, but that's okay. There it is, blacksmith. Every year, add 2% damage to attack. Yeah, perfect. Ooh, double the movement speed. Let's take that. I think that's really good. We'll throw on the blacksmith here. As that's going to bonus up the damage on the scout tower as well. You can see the damage is now 22.44, when before I think it was like 22 or something. Maybe 20, I don't know. So it's not a lot, but it adds up. Just for perspective, it's coming into year 15. We have 1 paladin left. Oh no. Don't kill him. Yay. So for perspective, coming here at year 15, our paladins do 36.72 damage with 166 health. We'll see if we can do a little better. They have 8 stacks of that lightning thing. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I think we lose this army. We got to help out. No. 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 They got us. Oh, man. Only paladins taking that hit. All right. Brutal. Peacetime. Cool. Cool. Don't know what that means, but cool. So when it says nothing rebellion, it makes me think that my people are rebelling. We gotta help. No, no, no. Look at that poison damage, and they're just going through it. No! Oh, man, we're in trouble. Only paladins. Getting our face kicked in here. Let's see here. Blacksmith. All right. I think we get to lose this one again, actually. Yikes. Maybe not. Maybe we do okay versus this group. We're just so wildly outnumbered. No. No. Ah, they got us. They got us. Year 18. Your kingdom has perished. No. The sadness is real. King of nothing. It's been destroyed. Now we leveled up, which this is kind of the fun thing. Here we go. We can now get in these perks and try and give ourselves a little bit more of an advantage here. So for example, Hoarders start with +1 random card from your king in hand. Let's do that. I think that's really strong. So this is our potential starting cards, these 9 cards, right? We normally start with 3, so we'll start with 4 so we can play 2. That's actually like a significant bonus. These are your enemies. Boo. You know, they're not even going to touch our castle. We don't have to think about it. Boom. Easy. Awesome. So we'll go down and put down a paladin first, right here. And right at the start, we can get the blacksmith down as well. And let's put him down here for maximum value. There we go. And you can kind of get a feel for how different this run's going to be with only paladins. I'm serious about this only paladins business, okay? Because being able to play the paladin and the armorer on the first turn, look at that, and a procreate card, yeah, bump that up, look at that. So it means they start off with 8.16 damage. We'll see how much better we can get that. Now we got a stack of 12, huge bump, huge bump. I mean, we outnumber our enemy 3-1 here. King of Greed, you're going down to the King of Nothing. I hope that feels good. All right. Let's go ahead and grab the Midas Touch. Why not? Well, we could re-roll it. Let's... When this troop kills, there's a 2% chance to receive 1 gold. Nah, it's just so low. Every year adds 2% attack speed to adjacent troops in construction. Bummer. Let's take the Midas Touch. I don't think it's super likely, but it's year 3, so we picked it up early, and maybe it pays off. Maybe it'll be better if we were able to get that library up and running like we did. Maybe we could get more value there. And see, because we don't have that poison stack like we did last run, these archers are taking no passive damage. I think that thorn poison is important for our only paladins. Okay, increases the attack speed of towers. Increases the attack of all your units. So attack speed or damage. Let's re-roll it, see if we can get something a little more beneficial. Overwork. Yeah, this one's one of my favorites here. Your support buildings apply their effect 1 bonus time. That's actually significant. Get our paladins that next tier, if we can here. So 37 and 8 damage. And now they are 55 and 13 damage. Very nice. It is kind of mind-blowing how just being able to put down one more card at the start changed this whole run. Is we basically have, the vault or overinvest. Overinvest is probably better for us. We're just having a hard time holding on the gold, so I kind of want to grab the vault, but I think overinvest is better, even though we don't have 30 gold right now. And we got our first stack of steel coat. So that first damage they take, you'll see those gray zeros. That's them hitting that steel coat. So getting that a little bit extra survivability, I think, will be huge for us on this run. As you can see, we're being pretty, like, we're in year 5, and it's completely different. We've tried to do the same thing, but just the luck of the draw here and the bonuses we've kind of built up have changed things. So we'll grab this wild card. All right, Prophet says there's a blessing coming. The card on the target plot will level up. Let's see what's on the target plot. So there's these 2 plots, I think. Okay, very nice. Okay. We don't have enough gold for overinvest just yet. We could throw down the wild card here on the Paladin or the Blacksmith. Let's throw it down on the Blacksmith, as I think long-term that's going to have a bigger benefit. Again, it's only 2% stronger, right? 2%, but it's every single round. 2% and then 2% and then 2%. Like, it's going to add up, you know? They're going to be hitting harder. If we can get a farm down, I think it would really solidify the... Ooh, see, here's what I'm talking about. Every year adds 2% HP to adjacent plots, or the clone card. Clone card's really good. Let's go with the forest. Okay, and we will go ahead and throw that down. I think here looks good. Boom. So they're going to get tankier and deal more damage, which is basically all the things they're already good at. We just need more of them in a stack. I think that's where we're getting trouble right now. We really need a farm card. Oh no. What are these guys? Why are they so tough? No. Oh, they got me. They got me. Oh boy. So our blacksmith is tier 2. I think it's better to go wild card, but let's grab the blacksmith. We know we're going to spend it. We know we're going to upgrade it. Ooh, wage war versus a new king. Yep, King of Progress is in trouble now. Bonus. All right, let's go ahead and throw down this blacksmith. So you can actually see that it's now going off 1, 2, 3, 4 times every single fight. So that means that each round the paladins are getting 2% more attack, and then it rolls again 2% on top of that, and then it rolls a third time 2% on that, and then it's rolling a 4th time 2% on that. And I feel like this is going to work. Only paladins is the way. And stack up another forest. A nothing rebellion? You dare rebel against your king? How dare you? We are the king of nothing, as my loyal subjects in nothingdom. How dare you rebel? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I thought the rebellion had us for but a moment there. The farm, finally. Okay. Gigantify, double the size, damage, and HP. Yeah, it's starting to come together now. That's the stuff. There we go. We can get Gigantify down. Boom. We can get our farm down. Boom. Okay, there we go. I think it's over. I think only paladins here. That was the missing piece. The farm. We've got them getting more HP, more damage. Now there's going to be more of them in a stack. We got the Gigantify. That was just gravy on top. I mean, this is incredible. Only paladins. They only killed one of them that round. Yeah, deal with that. Oh, man. Boom. Not the Rainbow Army. These guys really messed me up last time, I'll tell you what. It's working. Why do we always lose one troop? There's like one guy, probably Nancy. Nancy's just getting her face kicked in every match right at the start. There's Gigantify, but I think Haste is better. Increase target's movement speed. I think movement speed is a weakness of the Paladins, dare I say. We will throw that down over here. So we'll get the haste going so they're faster. Because I think sometimes they struggle with getting into that back line like the range troops. I think this is going to look very different with that. Oh my goodness. Trying to help here. Yeah, see how fast they collapse on that back line? That's what I'm talking about. Steel coat or scout tower? Ooh, they've got a steel coat. I think we take the scout tower. I think that's the better play. But this round we're going to play over-invest here. Boom. That is kind of what we're doing, right? We have over-invested into this troop, and I don't regret any of it. Only paladins for the win. I do think... hey, Nancy's going to survive this round. Look at that. We lost nobody. Nice. I do think that... there it is. Poison Thorns. I think Poison Thorns is what we were missing. I think that really just ties the strategy together like a good rug. Ooh, here we go. Not the king of progress. Look, we're outnumbered 3-1, but they haven't dropped. Okay, they got Nancy. Nancy went down. So Nancy drops first. I'm sorry, Nancy. You just weren't meant to be a paladin. You have to live with that reality. Let's re-roll it once. Ooh, the first hit always crits. We'll take that. That's not bad. Guaranteed first hit crit. Just put a little pressure on them, right? Yeah, it's this Overthorn. Poison Thorns. I think that really ties the strategy together. Plus 3 gold at the end of every single year. Oh, yes, please. We need that. We were struggling with that gold, I feel like. Oh my goodness, it worked. I think we could have a few less things from what we have and it would still work out. We'll take a clone. Because then we can clone the farm. I think we clone the farm. I think that's the strongest play right now. Because more paladins equals more better. I said it. I said it. I'll say it again. The sound of paladins smiting the king of greed. Nothing better. Overinvest. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Boom. Oh my goodness. The Nothing Rebellion again? The peasants are angry. And they dare to rise up against the kingdom of paladins? I don't think that's a good idea. Okay. What level is our blacksmith? Level 3. Okay. And our forest, level 3. Our farm, level 3. Okay. Let's re-roll this once. Steel coat's not bad. We'll take a steel coat. Hey, we get another, whatchamacallit? Another square. Perfect. Okay. How about there? We're just not going to use it. I'm not worried about it. Steel coat. Boom. So my understanding is that steel coat stacks. So the first hit they take will be 0 damage, as will the second hit. Tremendous. Beacon. Every year adds 2% attack speed or 30 gold for a flat increase of every stat by 15%. Let's take the overinvest again. Boom. The king of progress. See, I think the army we struggle into the most with the paladins is that magic guy. I think maybe we're weak to magic. I'm not sure. Destroy the target plot to level up 2 random plots. Okay. Oh, every time your enemies attack your units, they gain 1 stack of poison. Yes, please. Okay, we're going to destroy a plot and get 2 tiles are going to be upgraded, but we actually already know which 2. The only ones that can be, I think, are the paladin and the bank, right? Here we go. Oh, we have to destroy a plot. Okay, so like if we build one, then we can destroy it. I see. It means destroy a structure. I thought we destroy like a tile. Oh yeah, it's coming together. Only paladins are just great. Here we go. Boom. And then it should upgrade the bank and the paladins, right? No, it upgraded the bank and the castle. I guess I forgot about the castle. That's fine. Overinvest. All right, we can make peace with somebody. Whatever. All right, let's go ahead and overinvest. Is that the 3rd or 4th one of those? Oh my goodness. Oh boy. The rebellion is trying their best. They have rallied 151 of my subjects in the kingdom of Nothingdom, and it's our first blacksmith on round 24. You got to really wonder if it's worth it on round 24 to pick that up. The answer is yes, but you know. Just kidding. We already had a blacksmith. Ha ha ha. I was hoping for a library, actually, but that's fine. Drop the vault. Here we go. Another rebellion. Oh my goodness. You know, in the Kingdom of Nothing, not only is there a lot of nothing, but in addition, there's a lot of rebellion around here. I tell you what. Wild card. All right. So we can level up the paladins. I think we dropped the procreate on them. Boom. Plus 9 more. For perspective, the farm gives you 1 bonus unit each round at level 1. So that procreate card is the equivalency of 9 years in a 33-year reign or something of farm. So it's pretty good, I think. Let's re-roll this. No. Ooh. We could do overhaul, get rid of this. Yeah, I don't like that. Wow. Yeah, I think this re-roll thing needs a rework. There's something with it where it's just... On the first reroll, we seem to have like the same cards we kind of had before. We'll bump up the paladins. Why not? Destroyed. Wow. I mean, just wow. How many times can we overinvest in 1 stack of paladins? My goodness. Bit of a stomp. We're going to take the eyeglass. Oh, no, wait. Every poison effect is applied twice. So this will be 1, 2, gain 1 poison stack. So they're going to gain a lot more poison. Well, all your units have a 20% raw chance to crit. Let's take that instead. We already have the poison. I think raw crit's going to be pretty strong. Overinvest. Sure, we love to invest in only paladins. Wild card. Very nice. And vampirism. Let's take that. And poison vial. Perfect. Okay, vampirism. Units attack will now heal it for 25% of damage dealt. Poison vial. Units attack now apply 1 stack of poison. Very nice. And wild card. Let's go ahead and level up the blacksmith. Whoa, boy. Those guys are in trouble. We lost Nancy again, though. 1 paladin went down. Come on, Nancy. What is her problem? All right, we'll take Midas Touch. Just kidding. Overinvest. Perfect. We don't have the money, but we'll drop a castle. Boom. That's right. It's 115 paladins versus the Nothing Rebellion. Look at that poison damage pummeling the back line. The paladins didn't even touch them. They went down to poison damage all by themselves. You'll love to see it. This is the final assault. We will have to play every card. We will. And so, as you can see here, we have Vault at level 3. Forest at level 3, adding 2% HP 4 times. 3 for the level up. 1 for the overwork. We have a level 3 blacksmith, bonus 2% attack, and a second level 3 blacksmith, bonus 2% attack. And they each, again with the overwork, go off 4 times. And then a level 3 farm, which we got pretty late in the run, the level 3 castle, and the paladins. Currently, there are 115 of them. Their health is 2,880. They do a damage of 1,430. They have Midas's Touch for bonus gold. They have Vampirism for lifesteal. They apply poison on attack and on defense when hit. They block the first 2 instances of damage, and the first hit is a guaranteed crit. And their base crit chance is 25%. So every 4 hits, they should probably crit. Oh my goodness. We have to play all of our cards, though, which is kind of crazy. We can play a farm? No, we can't. All right. We'll pitch them. Year 33. They're just getting buffed more. They're over 3,000 health and 16,000 damage. These guys are just going to get wrecked. Here we go, King of Progress. You fool. We've not lost a single paladin. Only paladins for the win. This is Nancy's fight. This is the fight Nancy does not die. It worked. Yeah, Kingdom has thrived on only paladins. You love to see it. Okay, I found out level 9 here is the cap. We didn't check it out. So we only get 9 of these. And so we had them in +1 expansions. I love this, right? And then we had our base can level up. And we get bonus cards at the start. And then we get tower damage. I think the stronger play, which is a little crazy, is to ignore the random plots. To yes, start with the bonus cards, and to yes, level up, let the base level up, but to also get the politician here, 1, and the second one, and then all 3 into troop HP. We'll have to be more careful with our tiles here on King difficulty. Because we're just going to have the 3 base tiles at the start, but that's not my biggest concern, the tiles. I think we're losing and had just too many open tiles. So we'll go ahead and basically go with the same start that we've been doing. And we'll immediately throw both the wild cards onto the paladins. So we're going to have a pretty easy early game here, right? The first 0 to 10 rounds, because we have a tier 3 troop, right? And then this is what I was looking for. Things like the forest, right? Every year adds 2 HP to adjacent plots. Perfect. Now I think Procreate's pretty strong as well. Is getting 9 more troops will be huge, as we don't have a farm yet. But for the minute, let's grab the forest. And we could throw this one down in the center, but I don't think that's the best place for it. So we'll put it on the edge. Again, not having a lot of plots to work with makes it a little tough because we just don't have a way to guarantee unlock them. But you can see here, even into the wizards from the King of Spells early on, having these paladins over 100 HP, huge difference in this run. We're going to take the library and throw it down as well. We don't have anything we're buffing on them yet, but we're going to get something on them for sure. So again, just a little bit of a different start here, as you don't know what cards you're going to get. You know, we need to get more damage out there, as we're relying heavily on these paladins, but they're hanging in there as a tier 3 troop. And there's our blacksmith we need. And look at this, having these options here, much, much better. So I think we're going to re-roll this once. We're going to take the gamble. I think this is going to be the best play long term. Get down our blacksmith. And so we need something to open up that fourth tile and to be able to get down a farm. But other than getting down that farm, all is well. This is about where we could expect to be. You can see here, King of Spells really giving us a hard time. Ooh, man. Yikes. Hanging in there. Oh man, the Nothing Rebellion here just blew up my first paladin early, made me very nervous. We're just hanging in there. All right, 9 years to a blessing. Here we go. Troop cards on the plot will double their units. Which plot? Oh, man, we have no troop cards there. Bummer. Let's do this. Let's play the shaman. Let's then destroy the shaman. Ooh, okay. This isn't bad. Let's go ahead and... Tempted to play the archers. I wanted something a little more damaging. We will play the Procreate card. And I think we throw the Overinvest onto the castle. I think that would be huge long term. And we're going to pitch the Paladins because we already have a stack of 3 that's solid. I was hoping for, instead of the archers, something like a wizard or a sniper. I think these elven archers here in the back would be really, really good for us. Just something, or a trebuchet, just something targeting that back line. That would be optimal for us. Bummer. Just not getting it. All right, we do have a stack of 27 paladins, but we just don't have a way to... Let's slow it down, turn it off auto, and target this back line. They're my biggest concern here. Pretty consistently, I feel like these wizards just blow me up. Got him. Big stack there. Here we go. And then I think we can turn it off auto, or we can turn it back to auto and speed it back up here. After we clear this stack, maybe one more hit. Got him. Auto's back on. And full speed. Awesome. It's little things like that, like knowing that specific army causes me trouble. Like little stuff like that makes such a difference. Okay. Let's overinvest on the castle right now. Let's dump the shamans. And let's just think for a minute. Let's see what we get next. Okay. Before we... I think I want to go wizards. I think wizards are a good pick. But I don't think I want to put the wizards next to the HP buff. I think it'd be better off putting them next to the library. Again, even though we don't necessarily have something good in the library just yet to take advantage of, I think that's going to be better long-term than HP for them. Now, we did get a second archer, so we could get a tier 2 archer. I think that would be really strong. But I really like these wizards. So we're going to go wizards for the time being. And we'll see how that shakes out. Now, we have no perks for the library to bump. We're just kind of just waiting for the chance to get the bump on that. Oh, man. So our paladins, if we look at their HP here, they've got 126 HP. And every round, this force is giving them just a 2% bonus, right? And that 2% is what's keeping them alive so long, right? They're just getting just a little stronger, a little stronger. Okay. Let's go ahead. And I think we take static, and that's the only one we can. We're out of money. Okay. And then, here's the elf. This is what we needed instead of these wizards. Man, that feels so bad. Let's go ahead and get the poison coming in on these paladins because they are our focus. Okay. And static as well. So units attack trigger a lightning chain, dealing +1 damage and +1 chain per stack. And that's going to give this library here an opportunity to start stacking it up. And darn, we're going to hold on to this elf card for now. That is exactly what we were looking for. And not having the tile I want to put it on is really a bummer here. Just feels rough. So right now, these ballistas here in the back line would be targeted by those elves, which would just make such a big difference. Being able to have, the paladins in front, the mages supporting them, and then a troop targeting the back line. That's super, super optimal, I feel like. But I'd really like to place them like here in this square or something, or here in this square. That way I can make sure my farms are isolated on them. But we're paying the price by not going after it early. Because I think on year 12 we can expand our kingdom. And we're going to expand out for hopefully getting a square specific to just upgrade the paladins to get a farm down behind them. The first farm we get once we get a chance. One way I'm keeping track I still have units alive is if the damage numbers for their tile is going up. So we still had paladins alive that entire fight, which felt huge. It felt really good to have some paladins still in the fight. So right here, and we're planning on putting a farm down once we can get it. All right. Let's go ahead and drop Gigantify on the paladins, double the size, damage, and HP. And I think this run is officially secured. Well, this is interesting. Sacrifice all troops adjacent to target. Target plot gains the number of sacrificed units. I'm confused. Sacrifice all troops adjacent to target. Target plots gains the number of units. Is it just moving troops around? I think it is. I think that's all it is. I don't have a good way to use that card. Oh, we're going to slow it down. Go to micro and target these wizards in the back. Very concerned about them. I probably shouldn't be, since our paladins got gigantified. I think this run, like, I've had a few runs where I felt really confident I got what I wanted to have a successful run, but gigantified paladins with an early blacksmith and the trees down for the HP buff, it's just going to be really dominant. It's just a really good position to be in. Because right now they're sitting at 269 HP. And they've got poison damage coming in. They've got chain lightning. I've got the library next to them. I've got the blacksmith. I mean, it's just going to be really tough to deal with this. Oh, this is a bummer. Let's go ahead and dump the shaman. And I like the warlock. Let's actually put down a warlock here. I think that's a really solid troop. It's kind of like a mini paladin, okay? They're not quite as, sturdy troop that deals melee area damage. They're not quite as tanky as the paladin, and they deal a little less damage, I feel like. But because they have an AoE effect, I think we're going to get really, really good value to not so much keep the paladins alive, but to just push into the enemy's backline quicker. Because the paladin is tanky, it hits hard, but it's just one troop, right? And with those warlocks, you can see they only did 17 damage this round, okay? And the paladins did 7,000, but give it a little bit of time, okay? We're going to reroll this. These are all good options, but I want something a little stronger here. I'm looking for specifically, nope. And we're going to actually reroll this a second time because I think we just got the same exact options. There it is, overwork. Your support buildings apply their effect one more time. This is what I'm really looking for. And so keep an eye on these warlocks. They only did 17 damage. There's only 3 of them. And the paladins, there's 27 of them. They have 48 damage in their stack, and the warlocks only have 2. And the paladins have 274 HP, and the warlocks have 43. So even though there's just a couple of them, I think long-term they're just really going to start to show their worth. They're really going to show you that we're going to get some more of them in the stack. We're going to get some more HP on them, and I think we're going to see much better damage numbers coming out. All right, we're not going to micro this one. We're going to trust that our frontline units are just steamrolling right now. Could be wrong. We might regret this massively, as I did not slow it down the micro the back line. There we go. We're through their midline, and we're into their back line, which is where we want to be. So again, the warlocks here got blown up. They only did 18 damage. Not a problem. I mean, that's totally okay. Yeah, huge regrets not microing this back line here. I think we actually lose this one to these guys. Yeah, we got to slow it down versus the King of Spells when he comes up. I mean, these wizards, just the stack of them are way too buff for us. They're definitely getting into our back line here. And probably taking our castle. Last chance. Ah. Okay, Warlock upgrade coming in. I really like the Spire, and I really like these elves. I want to use both these if we can, so we'll pitch the Archer. We need more space. We're not going to get an upgrade for a little while in space. So you can see here versus the King of Nature, his entire back line are these elven snipers, and they target the opposing back line early, right? So on the very first opening volley, they took out all of our mages. But their front line was a bit weaker than our front line, so you can see we pushed into their back line here and really put a lot of pressure on them. So we're going to win this round pretty handily. And then it looks like it is the baby boom. And we don't have anything. Oh, no, we do. If you have a troop card on the target, that doubles the number of units. So the warlocks are going to get that bonus. There's 3 of them on this tile right now, I think it says. 3 of them. Now there's 6, right? Let's see. Oh, there's 6 now. There's 12 maybe. Let's see. Yeah, there's 12 now. Awesome. And we will hit the paladins with that procreate. I think it's beneficial for them. We have 36 of them. We're going to dump the boar as they have no value for us right now. Ooh. We'll slow this one down. We need to target this back line, as these trebuchets can take out our paladins as they hit very, very hard. Oh, man, they're going to get our heart here. Yeah, that's rough. Oh, that's really rough. Man. Uh-oh, if we lose one more round, it's over. That's the last one. We can't do anything more with it. Oh, man. Well, let's do this. Let's grab the Spire here. And then Earthwork it. And then we're going to throw down an Elf. No, we're not. That's right, because we want to put a farm here. So we'll go ahead and put down the Spire here. That should be fine. And it's the magic guy. Brutal. Brutal. Oh, man. So that tower's healing, I think. I think those quote-unquote damage numbers are actually showing that they're healing. But we're going to make sure we micro this back line to the best of our ability here. And that's going to hopefully win the day. Brutal. Oh, man. I think we're just about out of frontline units here. This run might be over. I need a couple of frontline units still alive in this fight to be able to win. You can see my castle has done over 17,000 damage already. We're in the back line. MVP was that healing tower. That was huge. Oh, man. All right. So let's get these warlocks to tier 3. And let's stack up another buff on the paladins, which is the static buff here. And they officially have 3 stacks of it now. Very nice. Can you see our warlock damage is starting to come online? Where they might, like, our paladins are still king, right? We put all the buffs on them up to this point. They've been around longer, they're stronger, etc. But the warlocks, nothing to scoff at here. Is they went from 17 damage to 866, and they only move in a positive direction from here. So I'm pretty happy with how that's going. Expansion mode. Okay, let's make sure we grab this tile here. I think this will be really strong for us. And we still do not have a farm. So we're going to go ahead and drop this on our paladins again. And I hate to get rid of these elves. But we could upgrade the forest, I think, one more time. That's not a bad place to be. Oh, nope. Got to get this back line. Here we go. We got it. We got it. One more hit. Come on. Got him. It is an absolute monster amount of damage that our castle does. Look at that. We just cleared 10k with our castle already. Coming up on 20,000 castle damage here. $19,000 and 20,000 castle damage. Huge damage from the castle this round. Wow. I love the turn down. Oh, we can get a couple of good upgrades here. So our warlocks are maxed out. Our library is not. Feeling good about that. And let's actually play this ballista and plan on getting rid of it for the moment. We'll play it there and hopefully get a chance to destroy it to open up more tiles, as there is a card that does that. Again, versus the King of Nature here, their backline snipers just took out our entire backline in that opening volley. But our front line dominant. So you can see our backline are the wizards, and they did 200 damage. Where this is the first round, the warlocks. Our first round that I noticed, the warlocks we put down cleared 1,000 damage, and the paladins came up on 20k. Ooh, okay. Hold on. I think we take the exploration. I was really hoping for the poison one, but opening up 3 tiles, I think... Well, it's round 21. Oh, so, okay. 20% chance to crit, huge. Super good. I don't know what units are considered summons, so I'm not comfortable with clicking this. And every poison is applied twice. We have no poison. We do have 4 open tiles. It is year 21. I think we re-roll once and hope for the poison. Let's see here. So double minimum HP or double HP of all troops would be best here for us. We're gonna do one more re-roll. Hope to get a little lucky. And nope. So I think we're gonna go with your support buildings apply their effect one more time. I think that's got the most value for us. And it just feels terrible that we still do not have a farm after all this time. We've been able to get 54 paladins in this stack without a single farm. Kind of unhinged. But you can see how outnumbered our troops are, where our opponents here have 150 units in and we have 81. And just very uncomfortable. And even if our troops are a little better, they're still going to hit twice for every one of our hits, which is just not optimal. There we go. Now, interestingly enough, paladins that round did 25,000 damage. Our castle did 32,000. Our wizards here, they hit for all of 900 damage, and our warlocks got into 2,000. But the difference is, right, the wizards are level 1, and there's 9 of them, and the warlocks are level 3, and there's 15 of them. So you really do have to... Hey, we can finally get the blacksmith to the 3rd tier. Awesome. Yeah, we will pitch the soldiers for the moment. There we go. You really do have to appreciate just the importance of this healing tower here, right? Is constantly healing our troops. Oh, no. Yeah, these ballistas blew us up. Actually, I think we lose. This is the game. Oh my goodness, no. The numbers. It just turned into a numbers game. Oh no. Oh, can we do it? I think we can do it. Come on. Or we have 81 troops. They have 137, but they fielded like 80 ballistas, and they just one hit killed us. Oh my goodness. We can make peace with someone. Let's get rid of the King of Spells. We'll never get more wizards then. Let's get rid of the King of Nature. A little bit of a bummer, but as it's... Ooh. I don't really want to go Wallmaker, but I think we will. No, wait, who do we get rid of? Who are our enemies again? I just forgot. We won't get elves anymore. Okay. Let's hold off for a turn. Just the warlocks as well, and just see how things shake out. Uh-oh. Nope, these guys. Oh boy, here we go. That's the importance of having that steel coat, right? That item that gives you a guaranteed survival of that first hit. Versus those trebuchets, pretty much a must-have. And not having it there absolutely just destroyed us. It's like not having a unit that can target the backline here is putting a lot of pressure on me individually to make sure that I'm taking control of the castle trebuchet and targeting this backline to tear it up. There we go. Combustion. Okay. Units cause area damage equal to 20% of its attack when it kills an enemy. So we're going to put that on the paladins, I think. Just because they get more kills than anyone else. And we're going to pitch the shaman. And we'll hold on the walls for just a minute. We haven't really gotten the cards that I want to have, but we're hanging in there. And, you know, we got our paladins buffed up. We have, you know, some good, with the overwork tiles stacked up. Level 3 forest, level 3 backsmith, level 2 library. Like, we just have things moving in a good direction. So I don't feel bad about where we are, but this isn't like the most exciting round we've ever played. Like, I like that run a few times back that I hope I keep in the final cut, that where we got all the blacksmiths stacked up, you know? Ooh, okay, hold on. We'll take the Gigantify. And I think we walk away after that. That's all we need. Doubles the size, damage, and health points of the unit. Perfect. And we'll drop the castle down. Boom. We'll pitch the soldiers. And that's our round. Whoa, boy. Gotta get that back line. Oh, man, our castle damage is really picking up here. That blacksmith is absolutely buffing this thing up in a major way. Yeah, castle damage is 194. That's huge. Hey, we got our first wizard tower to power to fill them up. So it looks like next round we get to expand our kingdom. All right. Yeah, it's pretty crazy that the castle does 75,000 damage here, right? Paladins did 30. I mean, everyone else is trying their best, but the castle is just a monster. All right, we officially got one new tile. Very exciting. And we're going to throw it down behind the warlock here, I think. Very nice. And hey, we finally got a scout tower. I don't have a good tile to put it on, so I really don't want to play it just yet. And so we're going to pitch the paladins, and we're going to pitch the wall as well. A little rough, but that's the play. Let's slow it down and make sure we're targeting this back line. I think with our paladins having double HP, it meant they survived that initial volley from the Gigantify. And our castle being able to take these out in 2 hits is absolutely monster stuff. There we go. Ooh, okay, the trebuchet is really nice. There it is, the earthenworks. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and play this on this tile here. Open up some more tiles. And then I'm going to put a scout tower here. I'm happy with that. And then we're going to just trash the trebuchet for now, as I don't have a good long-term spot to put that in my head right now. All right, so next round we get a new royal decree. And we've got some money to spend to make sure that we can try and get a thing we want. And then we're going to have the merchant 2 rounds after that. And then 2 more rounds and we are at the round 33 victory round. So we'll see how we got here. There it is. Poison Thorns. That's exactly what we wanted. So we're officially putting down poison damage. And we're going to throw down this blacksmith back here, as it's going to buff the scout tower, it's going to buff the wizards, and it is going to buff this castle. Very nice. I don't have a good spot for this ballista, but for the minute, I'm going to put it here and hope I can expand my zone a little later. All right, hold up. We got to make sure we're hitting this back line. You see this back line is taking all that poison damage? That is an absolute game changer. So even though they are shooting my paladins, that Thorns is just hitting them in just a major way. Look, their whole back line is gone. That's it. Right there, Poison Thorns. Made all the difference there. All right, so we can officially get our library to that 3rd tier. Very nice. And then destroy the target plot to receive 3 random cards. We'll take that. All right, we got the earthenworks. So let's go ahead and put down this archer. And then use that to open up the tiles. Okay. And then we have the monies to overinvest into the castle. I think that's optimal right now. And then we're going to throw down the procreate onto our best troops. And that's our best play right there. Feeling really good about this. See, the ballista's taking all that poison damage. That's huge. Even though they really hit us hard, they are dying to poison damage before we can even touch them. All right. So, I think we take the Spire. And I think we take the Cauldron. I think we're happy with that. I think that's good enough. And we want to make sure we level this up. Okay. We're going to use the Archer to expand our tiles. We don't have a great way to do that right now. So let's drop the Archer here. And then we're going to get 1 bump here. And then I think what we'll do is we'll throw down the Wallmaker here, planning on to use it to expand again. And I like this Cauldron tile, but I was really hoping to maybe get it in the corner here and get another Archer Tower here so it could double bump it up. So we're going to pitch the Archer Tower for the minute as we can get more of those. And we're just really good here. We're not even going to micro this. You can see that poison damage just taking out that back line. You can see we only lost a couple of troops there. Now, we only have 1 life left, just for perspective again here. If we lose a single round, it's over. And we're 2 rounds away from that boss fight, which is huge. All right. Let's go ahead and bump up our castle. Our castle is officially at the +4 after the first 3 stacks. And we already have a combustion on here, stacked up 5 times thanks to the library. Let's pitch this card for now. Okay, coming into year 32. I think they just failed all of them in a row. Classic. Oh my goodness, the Nothing Rebellion added again. Makes me very uncomfortable. We have gone all the way 33 rounds. We're fielding 97 troops, and we have yet to have a single farm. I don't like that at all. The King of Stone is leading his final assault. We must play all of our cards. Don't like this. Don't like this at all. We are going to dump them. I'm just not willing to mess up the angles I'm happy with building at for anyone, even though they would bump up our army. And I have one favor here. If you like this video, click like. YouTube channel members and the Patreon to support what I do. I'm Vadd, and I will see you in the next one. And if we do win round 33 here, we're going to try and push a little further. We won't call it an end until they really take us out. We'll see how far we can get. I'm going to make sure I'm targeting these back trebuchets here. So we took it off auto. Oh, just dominant, dude. Just really dominant here. So we have lost 7 total troops. These paladins currently have 3,000 health points, hitting 500 a pop. And you can actually see our castle this round coming in at 897 damage has broke 100,000 on the personal damage, which is just crazy to see. Crazy. But the tower I want you to keep an eye on, actually, as we go long term here, is this the scout tower, little archer tower. It's only hit for 160 so far, which isn't like crazy. Our kingdom has thrived. Awesome. That's just so nice to see, especially here on the hardest difficulty with how much we struggled to get into it. Congratulations, you've beaten all 9 king difficulties. You can keep testing your strength in the progressive difficulty levels, but bear in mind the difficulty curve here is exponential. It will become impossible to win. Looking forward to see how far you can continue. Let's continue playing. Warning. Please bear in mind this is an experimental mode and glitches will occur. We're actively working on improvements and you can expect updates. Acceptable. Remember, early access title. Early access title. So one fun thing with this mode is we can actually at any time just click here now and spend the 30 monies here and buy out the rest of the tiles. We don't have the money anymore, but there's just 2 tiles left. I wish we could have always done that. I think that would be nice. It's okay that we couldn't, but it would have been nice. All right, Cauldron's coming in here. And again, I just want to point this out. The scout tower here, keep an eye on it. 160 damage here. It's just level 1. It doesn't have anything too fancy on it, but I think it's in a good place. Like, I'm happy with its placement as far as I've got a blacksmith on it. I've got poison on it, and you're going to see it just be really dominant, I think, as that blacksmith continues to scale on it. But let's bring in the King of Greed, I think, for his cards. But I think the tile, again, the castle is going to be the MVP as far as like total damage dealt. It does so much damage. It is our hardest hitting tower. That's not going to change. It's just snowballed too far for that to have any difference. I feel like we're probably going to get to at least around 50 with our current setup. Like if nothing major changes, but I think we can do a little better than 50, right? I think so. Just debating if we use this wild card on anything. I think we're going to wait for a minute. We'll pitch the Trebuchet. It's a good card, but it buffs off of construction buildings, and we only have like maybe 1 or 2 of those. You can see here the King of Greed immediately jumped our backline wizards, took them out on the very start, brought those assassins. All right. We're going to re-roll this one. So we only have 60 money, so it's going to cost everything we've got. And we're going to go ahead and take Poison Thorns. Every time your enemy attacks, they get 1 poison stack. We already have that going on, but now they'll get 2 poison stacks. I think that's just better. All right. We're going to go ahead and get rid of the dispenser and the archers. And we'll go from there. Buffs coming in. Those trebuchets are nasty, man. Uh-oh. So they got poisoned pretty hard here. But you can see those trebuchets immediately took out our whole squad. And by trebuchets, they're the ballistas, right? Get rid of the trapper. And the trebuchet again here. Oh, man. Oh, man, the assassins hit our backline hard there. They hit our backline really hard. No mages this round. Just paladins holding it down. Brutal. Grab Midas touched. I'd love to get this beacon down. Man. But I want to get it. I want to get it like in this corner. Well, we can go for it. Let's buy the corner. And because we want to, it's similar to this corner here. We want to get another blacksmith and then like towers. If we can. It is so tough to not have farms. This is about to be round 40. We don't have a single farm tile. My goodness. Can't even buy a farm. Not a single farm in sight. All right. Now what we can do is buy the last tile. So I think that's all of them. I think. That is all of them. All right, let's get this blacksmith here leveled up. No, this one first. Right? Yeah, that's the one. And castle. So the reason we didn't up... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, that's really close. I don't like that at all. Oh, man. It's all going to come down to our castle there at the end. Oh, my goodness. All right, we can get this beacon to... So the reason instead of upgrading this blacksmith, we built another. If we upgraded it, it would have one tick and then a second tick. And then from our overwork, so it'd get two more. So it'd get 1, 2, 3, 4. But by placing it over here, it has one tick plus two more, which is 3. And this gets one tick plus two more, which is 3, for a total of 6, right? So it's a little better to place a second one, knowing we're wanting to build out this way. But it's a little tricky. There we go. It's a little tricky, right? It's a little tricky to like... It kind of feels like thinking in curveball almost, right? Where you're like, okay, why would I not save the space, upgrade the tower? Oh my goodness, these stupid trebuchets, man. Or ballistas, whatever they're called. Crazy strong. Let's get rid of... I think the King of Spells... All right, the Quarry is such a good building. And the Flame Tower is excellent as well. We can actually justify putting down a Flame Tower here, I think. I don't know if it gets the poison damage, though. I think it does. But we will, I guess, find out. Here we go. We'll wait. We'll wait. We'll wait to see if we maybe get another of them. Let's instead throw the static down. And wait. Notice we not only have not gotten a single farm, we haven't gotten a single steel jacket for a little defense either. No more micro, by the way. If our army just can't win it, we just lose, and that's okay. I think that's where we're at. Our first farm, finally. Oh my goodness. We'll focus on the paladins first. Oh, that's awesome. That is so exciting. Oh, we needed that so desperately. We officially have troops that aren't just being buffed by the support buildings, but we officially have troops. We officially have our army's going to grow larger. Like, that's what we needed in just a major, major way. All right, chaos has increased. Enemies are now stronger here on round 44. Okay, this is a tier 3. Nope, we can get that up one more. And not interested in you. So that card is a good card, but you have to keep money in the bank. And I don't know if I'm going to do that. Who knows what I'm going to spend money, right? And it would suck to spend money and then nerf yourself. So I'm not interested in that mercenary card. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a super meta strategy around it. But hey, our first steel coat here on round 45. Round 44 is our first farm. And round 45, first steel coat. And with that steel coat, I think it's going to just really solidify our dominance. Is that was kind of like one of the few missing pieces to having what I think is just a really, really good setup here. We'll bring back the King of Progress. Get Midas touchdown for the gold bonus. And I think this beacon's all the way bumped up. All right. It is very good. Pitch the shaman. So what I'm hoping for here are farms on each of my 3 troops I've got with the warlocks, the wizards, and the paladins, and we only have them on the paladins here. This could be the end here. We've only got 1 life. I mean, they get through, that's it. Do we build our own ballistas? Very tempting. Now, if I build ballistas here next to this farm, the farm's not going to give me more. There's 3 ballistas on this stack. I want to make sure of that. Let's see. Oh, they did. So you can see they have 3 recruits. They use 1 on the ballista. We got to get rid of the ballista. I do not want them messing my thing up, man. I want to make sure those additional troops are going on the paladins, as those are our strongest troops. Regrets. I thought that them being a construct, they wouldn't get the bonus of the farm. Good to know. Let's go ahead and re-roll once. And let's go ahead and take the... All your units have a 20% raw chance to deal crit damage. I think that's really strong. And precision, first hit's always critical on our paladins. And then we're going to pitch the lab rats. And as soon as we get rid of those ballistas, we will, is they are nerfing us. Hey, we got our next farm. Awesome. We will put it down on the wizards next. 24 and 4,000. Yep, I think that's good. There we go. And we've got our next scout tower as well. Very happy with that. So the scout towers have poison damage from the cauldron, and they're getting the blacksmith buff as well. And they should be getting buffed by the quarry as well. So good stuff. So the King of Progress here, those backline troops he has there, they target the lowest HP troop first, which is why they just blew up our wizards and trebuchets in the back immediately. And then they focus down the paladins. All right. So we have no good way. I wonder if this defender is worth going for. It just reflects all damage. I wonder like how good it is at that. I think we can afford to double farm up a single defender stack. I don't mind that. We'll see how that shakes out. I don't want to double farm on the paladins. I want to make sure that farm is isolated on them, but for the defender, I think that might be interesting. Uh-oh. Dude, it's all going to come down to the castle just wrecking these guys. It's, I mean, that ballista stack there just wrecked us. Oh my goodness. Hey, steel coats. And sacrifice. We need this card so badly. Leave. We can sacrifice these guys. There we go. And we do have steel coats on the paladins. Let's go ahead and put them on the mages as well. Okay. And pitch these guys. Not interested. Pitch the ballistas. It's a good card. I just don't want it. Don't care. Like, I'm happy with the cards we have down. Here we go. You can actually see it doesn't say how many troops they have. It's just plus 499 there in the lower right corner. They just have more than 500. That's all we can tell you. It's a lot. Just more than 500. Don't worry about it. Okay, won't worry about it. Thanks. Get our scout tower upgraded here. Let's go and upgrade this one. There we go. And we can pitch the soldiers. No problems. So could you see the wizards there all take a hit and just survive that first hit? You can see it'll have a big 0 damage and gray numbers. That's that steel coat coming in. We're going to make peace with someone. Let's get rid of... Let's do the King of Progress right now. And overhaul. Destroy target plot to level up 2 random plots. Perfect. Let's get rid of this wall. Right here. There we go. And we got to level up on a blacksmith and a farm, which is huge. Let's get rid of this upgrade tile as well. Don't like it. You have to upgrade it. You have to commit to like several upgrades on it, and then it's going to upgrade stuff. And it's just a little bit too much of a commitment for us right now. Trebuchets. Trebuchets. See all those zeros coming on that first volley? Mercy. Alright. Trebuchet's not a great fit for us. Maybe we go into the flame tower and put it in this corner here. The only thing buffing it is going to be the quarry, which isn't a lot. It'd be better to have it near a blacksmith. But we'll see how that shakes out. I think it's a good tower. I don't know I want to do that just yet. Uh-oh. That could be the game. Oh my goodness. That was scary. Chaos has increased. How quickly that our paladins just get destroyed. Oh my goodness. Again, these paladins have 25,000 health and they have 2 steel jackets, which mean They can completely negate the first 2 hits of damage, no problem. And ignoring all of that, they're being healed by the Spire, and there's 49 paladins in that stack. So they didn't just get destroyed. A lot of them got destroyed. Yikes. There it is. There's our 4th farm. Finally. Awesome. Or 3rd farm, whatever. All right. So Wizards got the steel coats. Paladins have steel coats. Let's go ahead and get them onto the Warlocks as well. Give them a little more survivability. Now, I was reading a post online somewhere that said on higher, once you get past like year 50, 60, or 80, I forget what number. Oh, the trebuchets. Oh my goodness. Man, those ballistas are intense. I know I said trebuchets. I was panicking. They're ballistas. Okay. Time to wage war against another king. All right. Let's go ahead and get the King of Nature back involved. Maybe we'll get after some snipers. I don't know. There's our Corey finally. We actually have a full stack for a flame tower. Ooh. So if we go flame tower, I'd love to get it next to a blacksmith for the bonus. But we're not going to be able to do that. I don't think the forest gives it the most bonus. I think we're going to not go flame tower. I think there's other support towers that this late in the game would just be a little more valuable. Even though the flame tower is really strong and we have ways to buff it, I'm not super sold on it right now. I think the only way we're pushing this far right now is just simply that the castle is such a monster of a building. Oh my goodness. All those support buildings and like our troops are getting absolutely blown up here. It's kind of just like mind-boggling. Ooh, here we go. Okay, I think we take the double the HP of all troops. I think that's really strong at this point. Let's give 1 reroll. We have the money to spend. Eyeglasses. Okay, so right now our crit chance is 20%. So if we go on to, I know the paladins have a base of 5, so they're at 25. These guys have 20, so warlocks have base of 0, wizards base of 0. These guys have a 20% crit chance of 0 damage. Love to see it. Let's go ahead and actually take the eyeglass again. And that pumps up to 45, 40. Awesome. And then as far as farms go, let's make sure this guy is absolutely blasting. This blacksmith is at level 3. Let's get this blacksmith at level 3. And we're doing great. I mean, we're doing really great. 45% chance to critical hit. I mean, I really like to think that's going to pay off. As we get completely deleted. We have 1 health left. If these guys touch the castle, it's over. Mercy. By the way, did you notice the scout tower up here? 28,000 damage last round. Really, really solid stuff. It might be time to get this flame tower down. It doesn't have any health points, so the farm, it's a single unit as well. So this farm shouldn't do anything to it. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Now, again, it would be better if we could get a blacksmith on it or something. Like, it's just not going to have a lot of value this late. But it doesn't get targeted by things, as it is a tower, not a unit. So I did 2,000 damage. That was 2,000 damage we would not have otherwise. So no complaints here. Literally none. Make sure we get its upgrade. I wonder if we should put a second force on these defenders. They just reflect damage, but maybe that's worth having. Not sure. I think it's a cool unit, just a big tanky boy, right? But it's really tough to tell like how much value we're getting from them. I assume pretty decent. I mean, they're sitting at, 136 health, but they just live to die, so it's a little tough to tell. Hey, we've got a little bit of money in the shop. Okay. Ooh, I think there's quite a few cards we want. We want basically every one of these we want. Let's take Clone. Let's take Poison Vial. Let's take Overhaul. I think we can make good use of that. And maybe Sacrifice as well? You. Yeah, we'll take Sacrifice. I think that's fine. We're going to leave. I think that's good. Okay, so let's look at the plans here. So these guys have all kinds of good shields on them. You'll love to see it. We are going to drop a forest. Wait, hold on. Let's think about this. Okay, so we're going to play the forest. No, we're going to wait. We're going to wait. I think we clone this third blacksmith here. Is that the right play? Let's do this. Let's wildcard the cast. No. Let's clone the farm. Okay. We clone the farm. Gets us another farm. We're going to put it on these wizards. Done. Okay. Then we are going to play. I think we wildcard this blacksmith. So it's level 3. And then we hold sacrifice and overhaul for a turn maybe. Because I think we play the forest and then we overhaul. Destroy target plot to level up 2 random plots. Or adjacent plots. So that'll get us a level 3 flame tower and level 2 defender. So that'll be fine. We're going to throw the steel coats onto the wizards. So they're going to block 12 hits minimum. Okay, they're going to hit 12 times and take 0 damage from it. My goodness. 13 times now with the library buff. Awesome. Here we go. Dude, so much damage. All right, then we can throw down the elf, which we've wanted for so long to never get. And having dropped the elf, we can overhaul it, destroy target plot, and 2 random plots are going to get upgraded. I think it was this farm and this scout tower, which is fine. As those might be my only 2 plots other than the castle that aren't maxed. Maybe these guys aren't. The defenders. We can make peace with someone. Let's make peace with the forest guy for now, I think. I'm not exactly sure who everyone's cards are. I do like how the wizard, we only gave them the steel jackets. And the library has put 14 of them on them. I think that's really cool. All right. Let's go ahead and, because it's the only thing they could possibly get rerolled. But for our paladins, they've got a whole kit and caboodle of stuff. I mean, they're just crazy. I mean, they could get anything. Anything could happen to our paladins, you know. It makes me wonder if there's a way we could be optimizing what. Oh no, is that it? Is that the end? Wow, we have one life. I mean, if they touch our castle, it's over. Not like, oh well, I guess that's it. Nope, it is over. The end. Yikes. We're here on year 65. I mean, feeling pretty good, but oh, the ballistas. Oh my goodness. Those ballistas have no chill, man. The King of Greed is leading his final assault. We must play all our cards. All right, all right. Well, let's dump the cauldron. Oh, no, we can upgrade. Hey. All right. Level 3 cauldron. Very nice. We will go ahead then and throw down the walls for all the good they do. And I think our force is level 3. It is. We'll go ahead and pitch this archer. And we'll pitch the force as well. All right. Here we go. Round 66. Watch my walls get deleted. Mercy. We're trying our best here. See how we do. Oh, boy. Oh, no. We got 1 health. It's over. It's over. They got us in year 67. Our king has perished. Oh. Let's see how we did here. 67 years survived. Very cool. If you like this video, click like. YouTube channel members and the Patreon to support what I do. I'm Vadd, and I'll see you in the next one.